What's up, guys? So I've been away for a little while now, and I've had a few messages asking me if I'm going to make another video, what's going on, blah blah blah, and I really appreciate those messages. They're quite nice. So I wanted to make another one, and I'm going to make more, and I wanted to explain where I've been and what I've been up to. The main reason why I haven't made any videos is because I made a couple of actually quite long and comprehensive videos. Had some problems uploading them because they were quite long, and then my feelings or the information changed, and then what happened after that is I got progressively more annoyed with Deliveroo, and I didn't really know how I felt about it, if I was going to continue what my position was. And I'll explain why. So when I think some of the problems stem from this. When there's a lot of things to talk about Deliveroo, actually, a lot of things which have happened recently. But when the students aren't at university, Deliveroo tends to be a bit quieter, and I think due to the timing that they decided to make some changes within the system, it's caused a couple of problems. I did make a really long video about how they're changing to have the majority of their shifts to be repeat shifts every week. And I made a video about how when I first heard about that, I hated it. It's supposed to be about flexibility. How could they possibly be doing this? It's basically another straw to have pretty much employees to have the security of having people every week without having to pay for all the negative sides of an employer having employees, like sick pay and insurance, I guess, holiday, that type of thing. So I was frustrated with Deliveroo about that, and then I spoke to a couple of people, and they said, look, it says somewhere in the contract or something like that that you can cancel up to 2 hours before a shift. So I was thinking, hey ho, maybe it's not so bad, because if you really don't want to do it, then you can just cancel it 2 hours before. And as long as if you do that, there isn't any negative consequences of that in the future, then I guess it's pretty much the same and it's not really a problem. So okay, I'll give it a try. So I sent Deliveroo an email saying, okay, I'll give this. I'll do these repeat shifts. I want to do repeat shifts for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and on Saturday and Sunday I will apply for them every week, because they also do a percentage of what they call instant shifts. And I probably should have prefaced this information with, this is what's happening in Reading. I believe it to be national in the UK, but as I only work in Reading, I can't say that is true. I just think that is the case. I can't imagine that they would put so much effort into just Reading or just a couple of areas. If I'm incorrect, please correct me in the comments and I'll make another video. So I can't remember how long I waited, but it wasn't long at all. I got an email basically saying, sorry, we don't need you. So when I signed back up for Deliveroo, they insisted that I did one repeat shift on Saturday. So Monday to Friday, they didn't need me to do repeat shifts. They didn't have any availability for me. And I was thinking, okay, so you just want me to work on Saturday? This doesn't really work for me. So I was annoyed and frustrated, and what I did is I sent them an email straight back saying, this is a give and take relationship. Remove me from the repeat shift on Saturday. If I want to work, I will apply for it. And they did, and obviously they're just a company, so they wouldn't have really given a toss about that. And the following 2 weeks, I think I did between 1 and 3 shifts, max, like 2 or 3 shifts for the next 2 weeks. I was a little bit frustrated, but I'm a stubborn person, so I was just like, okay. And then I did a few more shifts the week after that. And what I seem to be doing now is only working in the evening. Like, I prefer to work during the day, but I only seem to be getting shifts in the evening. What else has happened? 2 other things, and these things all happened in, 2 of them happened in succession. The other one has happened since the beginning of my return. and that has been my phone number is not recognised on their system. So every time I have an issue, I have to go through the rider support and wait during busy times. And considering they only want me to work on busy times, every time I call them, I am pretty much on hold. Sometimes for between over 5 minutes. And they have this knack, and I can prove this with my call logs. Deliveroo, if you're watching, they have this knack. If they are very, very busy at the call centre, approximately 50% of the calls they get from me, and I've spoken to other people and they confirm the same, go like this. You're on hold, blah, blah, blah. Answer the phone, hang up straight away. And I'm guessing that's to make their figures look better, their statistics. I can only guess on that. Having worked in a call centre or close to a call centre, I've never done, God, I would never do that, want to do that. But I think it's to keep their statistics looking good, which is absolutely beyond a joke. Considering that you wait on, say for instance, you have a single or even a double order, and you're at a delivery place, you can't contact the customer, and you call up the rider support for 5 minutes, and then they instantly hang it up, and you have to do exactly the same. What use is that to your time? The customers, the food is cold, there's no benefit to it whatsoever. It's absolutely ridiculous. Now further, imagine that it's not necessarily an issue where you can't contact the customer. It's an issue where every single time you deliver to a student, or every time somebody doesn't answer the door, you have to call them up, because you cannot call the customer, because as I mentioned before, I can't call the customer because the app, their system does not recognise my new phone number since I've come back. And I've been on and just given up at Deliveroo for fixing this. I really don't think it's an issue. It's just going to be a problem somewhere in the code. They just need to find my old phone number and change it for the new one. I don't think, having dealt with the back end of websites, and I might be wrong, but I don't think this is rocket science to fix this minor problem with my phone number. And I know I'm not the only person, so they obviously have a problem. It's anti-productive, it's wasting time and money, and it's disrespectful not to fix the problem. Because we're self-employed, we're supposed to have these tools at our disposal to do our job, and actually me and other people don't. So it's really frustrating. I'm sure you can feel that coming across in this video, that they have really pissed me off. So there's the shifts problem. There's a problem of only being able to call customers if I go through rider support. And the last problem is I get a text message, and Deliveroo are very good at not explaining themselves, saying any referrals that you make, you're not going to get paid unless it's a motorbike until we start doing it again. And if they choose to change the system, that's fine. But what I think is necessary is that they are completely transparent. If they said, you've referred 2 people and you're not going to get paid for them, but they don't tell you anything about how this affects you, they just say it's going to happen. The other thing they could do is they said, until it gets busier again, this is for the riders, you see. We're doing this for you. We're stopping people from getting the referral money for you, so the riders that are already working are getting more shifts. And I'm going to have to swear again. That's bullshit. They're still employing people. So basically, what they're doing is saying, we're just not going to give you the money for it because we don't need riders so much. What they could do is say, look, we're not going to employ these people, so what we do is this person's use your referral code. We're just going to put their application on hold, and then when we do want more people, they can start working and you'll get the referral money after they do the 20 orders. Or something along those lines. But no, it's a case of, we say this, we're not going to explain ourselves. And I have emailed them about it. I emailed them, at first I was just so annoyed, I was just like, whatever Deliveroo, you do all of these things and I just don't care. But I did get some motivation to email them. So a few days ago I emailed them and I said, can you explain yourself and tell me how this affects me? And basically I just got a boilerplate reply saying, this is what we're doing, which is pretty much what I knew already. Yeah, they didn't really help at all. I mean, what's the point? What is the point? They didn't answer the question the specific question that I answered, which is, how does this affect me? Not everyone, how does this affect me? Has anybody used my referral code? Does this mean that I'm not getting paid for the people that have used them? Any information specific to me, but no, I didn't get anything like that. And yes, I am Mr. Grumpy. So these are the things which have frustrated me about Deliveroo of late, which have discouraged me from putting any more videos up. Just not because I wanted to punish Deliveroo. I know that Deliveroo couldn't care less about the videos that I make, just because I didn't have the motivation. I did start looking for alternative employment or alternative work. And I think all I'll do is, because I do other things too for myself, like these videos, I think all I'll do is maybe I'll just scale down the amount of money that I want to earn from Deliveroo. But we'll see. You know, things change every week. If in a couple of weeks' time they said, okay, referrals are fine now, you can have as many shifts as you want, and we fixed your app problem, then I'll be like, all right, okay, let's rock and roll. But I have missed making the videos a little bit, and I do like reading the comments, so I think perhaps I will try and make some more. And a couple of people, maybe the hardcore, the people who really like the punishment of my dry sarcasm, have just said that they liked my commentary on a couple of the longer videos. So my old camera, my old GoPro rip-off, the battery is just so terrible. What I might try and do, because I spent so long editing videos, is just see if I can buy a camera which I can record audio straight on as it's going, and then just upload some more of those. Yeah, so that's the plan. Thoughts? I don't know how long it will be until I get the next video up. Is something interesting? I have got other things to talk about in other videos. Deliveroo editions, that's going to be an interesting one. I might talk about that stuff with the government. I might talk about the asset attacks or something. I don't really know a lot about those. And just a couple of other things as well. Yeah, so take it easy, guys.